Hello friends, very good morning. And now I am going to teach another important topic, that is the search for genetic material. So friends, till 1925 nobody know about that DNA is genetic material. So nuclein, discovery of nuclein stands for the nucleic acid, that for the DNA. So nuclein by measure and the propositions for principles of inheritance by Mendel were almost at the same time, but that the DNA act as a genetic material, look longs to discovered and proven. By 1926, the quest to determine the mechanism of genetic inheritance had reached the molecular level, because 1900 during 1900 the electron microscope were discovered. So that's why with the help of electron microscope the movement inside the nucleus of chromosomes easily find out. So previous discoveries by Gregor John Mendel, Walter Sutton, T.H. Morgan, Thomas Hunt Morgan and numerous other scientists had narrowed of the search to the chromosomes located in the nucleus of most cells. So approximately all these scientists were know about the location of chromosome inside the nucleus. At least they thought the chromosomes are located inside the nucleus. But the questions of what molecule was actually the genetic material had not been answered. So in the concept transforming principle, next we are going to talk about transforming principle that had given by Frederick Griffith during 1928. After this experiments proven that the genetic material is DNA. So 1928 Frederick Griffith proposed or given the scientific approach, scientific experiment, that is transforming principle. What did Griffith in this experiment? Griffith did, this is the spherical structures. So this is called cocci. This is bacterial shape, cocci means spherical shaped. If two are, it means these are Diplococcus. So that Griffith take Diplococcus or Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae or Diplococcus pneumoniae, both are the causing agent of pneumonia. Both are the causing agent of pneumonia. Griffith did these Streptococcus grown in culture medium. Grown in culture medium. You just look the culture medium. This Diplococcus pneumoniae or Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria grown in the culture medium, and after growing he was found two types of colonies, two types of strains called as R strain and S strain. R strain or S strain, why they are named R strain and S strain? Because some of them produce shiny colonies, or we can say that some of them have mucopolysaccharide coat, so that's why they are called S strains. But some of did not produce a mucopolysaccharide coat or not covered by mucopolysaccharide coats, so that's why these were called R strain. So that's why R strain and S strain. R strain means do not produce shiny colonies on culture plate, so they are called R strains. But mucus coated, mucus a substance which is made up of polysaccharide coat, polysaccharide. So their cell wall is made up of polysaccharides. So that is smooth shiny. So they are called S strain or smooth bacteria. So a series of experiments did by Frederick Griffith. So first of all, Griffith in first experiment Griffith S strain injected into mice and mice become died. Second experiment, in second experiment, Griffith injected R strain into the mice live. When he injected S strain, mice die. When he injected R strain into the mice live, after that he was astonished. He think means suppose during S strain mice become died, it means the mice suffering from pneumonia. So it means S strain causing pneumonia, but R strain do not causing pneumonia. Now in before third experiment, he strongly heated S strain and killed it. So called it heat kill S strain. During experiment 3, Griffith did heat killed S strain injected into mice. So mice become live. Again, experiment number 4, Griffith mixed with this heat killed S strain with R strain. So heat killed S strain plus R strain live, injected into mice again died. Griffith was astonished. Obviously, friends, you also astonished. Look this experiment. How did this happen at that time? How does it happen? So friends, you just think, how does it happen? Because some specific properties of DNA cannot be denatured when he was heated the S strain. Some fundamental properties do not denatured, which are when he was heat killed them. So after that, when he did mix both heat killed S strain and R strain live and injected into mice. So R strain live heat killed S strain inserted into the R strain bacteria. That's why R strain become virulent, and that virulent figure in mice developed inside the mice. So mice suffering from pneumonia, and that's why mice become die. Clear? So he concluded that, very simple conclusion drawn by the Griffith. He concluded that the R strain bacteria had somehow been transferred by the heat killed S strain bacteria. Some transforming principle transferred from the heat killed S strain had enabled R strain to synthesize to a smooth shiny coat and become virulent. So in this way we can say that, or conclusion of this experiment, that S strain is responsible for the conversion of R into S virulent. So obviously they thought at that time the protein is genetic material, but not. So in this way Friedrich Griffith during 1928 had proved that only DNA was genetic material, or DNA is genetic material that transformed into S strain to R strain. So this is the principle of Friedrich Griffith, we can say that, or we can say that this is transforming principle of Friedrich Griffith. After that, friends, after this experiment, some scientists during 1933 to 44, Oswald Avery and Colin MacLeod and Maclean McCarthy, the genetic material was thought to be a protein. These three scientists, Avery MacLeod and McCarthy, these three scientists thought to be a protein is the genetic material. So they worked to determine the biochemical nature of Griffith experiment. They purified biochemicals like protein, purified biochemicals like protein, RNAs and DNAs. So these purified biochemicals, protein, DNA, RNA from the heat killed S strains. So these biomolecules extract from the heat killed S strain. Okay, heat killed S strain. Now, what did they do? Heat killed S strain. They also discovered protein digesting enzymes when he injected protein digesting enzymes like RNAs, proteases and DNAs. So RNA digesting enzymes obviously did not affect transformation, and protein digesting enzymes, RNA and protein digesting enzymes did not affect the transformation. But when DNA enzymes means DNAs affect the transformation. The enzymes DNAs did affect the transformation because DNAs, the digesting enzymes of DNA. So transformation inhibit in the presence of DNA. When transformation inhibit, it means that only DNA is the genetic material that can transform or that can transmit from S strain to R strain. Only DNA. So protein is not genetic material, RNA is not genetic material, only DNA, because DNAs affect the transformation. So So, suggesting that the DNA caused the transformation, they concluded that the DNA is the hereditary material, but not all biologists were convinced at that time. But they have found out the nature of DNA, so they are acidic in nature of DNA. So, thank you very much.